What up, YouTubers? Wasp Spray, back again with a tag video. I am doing the wrestling tag. I was tagged by Otu Mijinoku. I'm going to be looking at the questions here when I answer them. Here we go. The first one is, who is your favorite wrestler? Now, for me, that's a hard question to answer. I have liked wrestling since about 1987, so I've seen a lot of different wrestling things, a lot of different wrestlers. Let's break it up into a few different categories. Well, maybe not even that. How about I just pick two guys? Let's say first guy is gonna be Sabu. Now, if you haven't heard of Sabu, he used to wrestle in ECW. He wrestled in WWF for a little bit, but you know, he wasn't really able to do what he can in WWF. Vince doesn't really let him because he'd outshine some of the other guys. And now he's in TNA. I think he was in TNA before as well. But Sabu is one of the best wrestlers ever. Even if you don't like wrestling, look up Best of Sabu, S-A-B-U, on YouTube, and there will be some cool videos. Got a cat here knocking around my tripod for you to watch, and you'll enjoy them even if you're not a wrestling fan. The other guy who is my favorite is Hulk Hogan. Now, I'm not a huge Hulk Hogan fan anymore, but as a kid, I loved Hulk Hogan. He was, you know, kind of my hero growing up, and you know, back in the early 90s and the late 80s, Hulk Hogan was, you know, Superman to me. He was amazing. When he lost, I was bummed out, and when he won, I was excited. He was just an amazing character. In my opinion, if you just have to pick best wrestler of all time, probably Hulk Hogan. He's just, you know, his NWO days I wasn't a huge fan of, but you know, when he was the old school Hogan, he was awesome. Next question is, who is my favorite female wrestler? Now, I am not really a female wrestling fan at all. If I had to pick a female wrestler, let's go with two again on that. I'm going to say Sarah Del Rey, who a lot of people haven't heard of. Probably, I know a lot of people who have as well, but Sarah Del Rey, she's a great wrestler. She wrestles in like Ring of Honor, Chikara, the indie scene a lot. She's a really good wrestler. And probably my second favorite would be Velvet Sky. She's in TNA. I mean, look at Velvet Sky on the internet and you tell me you don't like her. Everybody likes Velvet Sky. You have to like Velvet Sky. What is my favorite year of wrestling? See, that's really hard to say. I can't pick out a year, but I'm going to say from like maybe 1989 to 1990, like 88 to 92, 93. Right in that general area is the very best time of wrestling. Nothing will ever touch it again. You know, a lot of people like the Attitude Era when they like Steve Austin and DX. And that was good. That was probably the second best. But you can never beat old school WWF in my book. You just can't beat it. And, alright, what else do we got here? What is my favorite wrestling promotion? Currently, of all time, this is kind of another question that's hard to answer. I'm going to have to answer it in chunks again. You know, the late 80s, early 90s, WWF. I was a huge WWF fan. I loved WWF back in the day. I don't watch WWF at all anymore. I still watch wrestling, but I do not watch WWF at all, or WWE at all anymore. So that would be my first one. And then original ECW, that was the late 90s, I think, like, you know, 96 to, say, 2001, right in there. I could be a little bit wrong on my years on that one, but original ECW was probably the best wrestling promotion for the time it was around, the original ECW. It was innovative, it was hardcore, the storylines are good, and focused on the wrestling. It wasn't all about just the story. There was a little bit of story, but it was about the wrestling, and they brought guys in that were just amazing, and for some reason WWF didn't want them, or WCW didn't want them. I don't really know. Rob Van Dam, Sabu, Taz, Shane Douglas, Chris Candido, Lance Storm. You know, there's too many to even name. Or they took guys like Bam Bam Bigelow, who WWE got rid of, and made him awesome. You know, they had so many good wrestlers. My cat here's knocking around my tripod. And then what else do we have here? Oh, and then my latest favorite probably, in 2005, 2006, I was a huge Chikara fan. That's another thing to check out on the internet. I think the broad stream of people are going to like Chikara. It's great wrestling. It's fast paced, and you gotta love it. It's great. But right now, I know I'm rambling forever. This is like the longest video I've done in a long time. TNA right now is my favorite. If I had to pick a favorite right now, hands down TNA. TNA rocks right now. It's got a lot of the old guys back. It's got some new guys. It's got the ECW guys from original ECW. It's got everything. It's very, very good. Last but not least, what's my favorite type of wrestling match? I think TLC, tables, ladders, and chairs, or any kind of TLC style. Ladders and tables are always fun. It matters who does it, because it can be done horribly, or it can be done very, very well. So like I said, it kind of matters who does it, but that's probably my favorite. I'm going to tag some folks. I'm going to be right back with who I'm tagging. Now, I'm only going to tag 2 people. I only know that 2 people are wrestling fans, and if you don't want to do it, I totally understand. So I'm just trying to extend the tag out. Noel3200, just found out you're a wrestling fan recently. Cool. If you want to do the tag, that would be awesome. If not, that's fine too. And Intellivision Dude, I know you're a wrestling fan, so if you guys want to do the tag, I'd appreciate it, and I'm sure the gentleman who started the tag would really think that's cool. So thanks for watching, you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.